Hello everyone, this is In Jesus We Trust channel. I am Joey. For those of you that are new to this channel, I welcome you. Please go to the playlist on my channel and look for my interview on AMTM Talk Show or my testimony videos. And I want you guys to know right away that a big part of who Lord Jesus is peace. Also, confusion can happen. Let me clarify. If you are experiencing a lot of confusion, well, more than usual, let's say that you're having a hard time understanding the Bible or just understanding what the Lord is doing, you only have to ask Him. Yes, you do. And wait and see what'll happen. But also at the same time, if you constantly are just overwhelmed with confusion, you guys have to ask Jesus Christ to take it away. Just say, Lord, take this away from me. Because the Lord wants you to have order in your mind, okay? Not confusion. He wants you to have peace. He wants your mind to be still. Even when you go through really bad times, terrible times in life. And let me just say it again. If you are constantly having confusion, I'm telling you that that is not coming from the Lord. That is obvious. You know who that is coming from. Do what Lord Jesus said in the scriptures. Bind up the strong man and bind up all those demons. And if you have to fast, go ahead and do it. And if you are still having trouble and being confused, if you are having confusion constantly, every day, and you're having a really hard time understanding the word, email me and we will pray together, okay? I'll help you get free of that. Lord Jesus will help you, all right? But what's most important is that you do the job, you do the effort. You do your work, your job in calling out to Him and, of course, spending time with Him. Make sure, of course, that you don't have sin in your life. I know that's obvious. I know I'm stating the obvious. Check yourself if you have sin in your life. And ask God for forgiveness and forgive yourself. Don't forget to forgive yourself. I also run into this. Let me just talk about this briefly. I run into this a lot with some people that I meet, some believers. Remember to forgive yourself, okay? Just say it out loud. Lord, I forgive myself. You can word it however you want. I want to talk about another topic here. I want you guys to look at the scriptures in the Bible when Jesus spoke about do not be misled, okay? You can look up on the internet. There are all kinds of, there's this one guy in Siberia. I remember seeing this video on Vice, and he has so many followers. If you just look throughout history in the last 100 years, people that led religious organizations, but they ended up, their followers died from being poisoned and so on and so forth. But look it up. I ask you to look it up so you can be aware of what's going on in the world right now. The man in Siberia that claims to be a Christ-like figure, that one's about maybe 5 or more years ago when I first saw it on Vice News. But anyway, also look at the scriptures about not being misled in the New Testament, not just the scriptures where Jesus talked about not being, where Jesus spoke of do not be misled, okay? And to make sure that you are not in that category. Sorry about the interruption, guys. Make sure that you are not in that category of those who might be misled. Okay, the Bible is very clear. Lord Jesus Christ is very clear, about making sure that you are not misled by other religious figures and so on and so forth. You will know them by their fruit and their actions. But he's also talking about he's also talking about religious leaders that mislead people. And very specifically, he talked about what kind of people they are. A lot of the Christ-like false religious leaders they just love money, materialism, and they allow certain things among their groups. They allow things like adultery, getting drunk, drug use, etc. I've seen some of those Christ-like false religious leaders also on YouTube and also on Vice News. There are other ones too. There are many of them. But the most important thing, guys, I am pointing you to Lord Jesus, what he said in the Bible. So if, again, you just have to examine yourself. I do that myself. And let's continue to talk to each other on the phone and text, okay? All of you out there that don't have very many believers to pray for them, I will pray for you. I will pray with you. Just email me, okay? But also, do not forget, I have to say this again in this video, do not forget to pray with each other over the phone or in person. That is so important. I have to stress it again. Please don't forget to do that. All right, guys. Have a good night. And remember, the impossible is possible. JoeyPeralta737 @gmail.com. This is Joey signing out.